All right. So as Avis comes in, I've got Zoom going. Let me welcome her. Avis is the reason why H2O Monday continues. We started out with Prayer Works in 2012, August. A Toshiba project with IBM prompted that I do prayer. So welcome, Avis. H2O Mondays was designed to make sure that we stay hydrated. And November of 2021, I was dehydrated along with a couple of other things that happened to make me pay attention to what's happening with my body. I want everybody to know that mind, body, and soul is so important. And so we have to stay hydrated, make sure we drink water, and we need it for our health. We need it for our cleanliness. We need it for everything. And then the other part of H2O is the Harriet Hainsworth, my aunt. We're mourning the loss of her younger sister, Mary Pringle, and then Harriet Tubman, freedom fighter or freedom. And I don't even like fighting. I'm all about peace now because I can be a little feisty being born in Boston and then raised in all kinds of environments, but my true nature is peace. So when we begin with peace, please go to myhappyacademy.org. Our credo is Mother Teresa's Recipe for Peace. Read that. And then Harriet Tubman, I think she got peace from her freedom. And then she went back and she wanted other people to get peace too. So we say freedom fight, but I really want to say freedom quest. And that's to begin with a win-win end in mind. That's habit two. I've been facilitating the 7 habits since 1999. And I am ready to coach people in that style. It's so important to know what your habits are and that your habits are healthy, and that's why Monday nights are taking place. So thank you, Avis, for keeping this going. I gave you praise on that while you were signing on. I would have probably stopped this some years ago, but she was one of my original Prayer Works partners, and I thank her for knowing that consistency is important. So I want to do a little advertising. This is Birds of a Feather. We're working on getting it in the hands of children during the holidays. I wanted to get some more out there for Thanksgiving. Ellen, my prayer partner, has donated her copy. I will get it to some. I have to pick which hospital I'm going to because I am getting some donations trickling in. So those of you who do want the flyer, my number is 404-272-3470. It's on the website as well. And let's get these in the hands of children. The colors are beautiful. The story is absolutely wonderful. Avis has read it to her students, and people are telling me their grandkids are reading it and they love the colors. So let's get prayer out there in the world, or affirmations, or positiveness, or whatever you want to call it, that knows that birds of a feather are the ones that want to soar together. So reach out to me. Let's open up with first things first. We'll keep it short. If you want to read to Mother Teresa's Recipe for Peace, please go online. And remember, it's Thanksgiving week. I hope everybody's in a gratitude mood. I've been invited several places for Thanksgiving, but I've chosen where I'm going. And I hope everyone is going to be around people that they honor and respect and love. If it's going to be quiet, make it quiet. If it's festive, make sure you're in your to thine own self be true, be in your power, and just share as much love as possible. So on today, November 20th, we're part of a vast, highly interrelated ecology. We're part of a vast, highly interrelated ecology. And how I would break that down is we're all one. I watched the Man in the Iron Mask, and it's based off of the story, The Three Musketeers, and they say one for all and all for one. And that's what this is. Everything that happens to us is not by accident, it's interconnected. If we make a mistake, we can actually go back and correct it and get it right. That's like the life is a laboratory. So we're here to kind of experiment on what's going on. And so if you don't get it right the first time, you can try again. but it depends on how much of a risk you're taking and what you're doing. So as you begin with the end in mind, let's know that everything affects everybody, even if it's not in your own life. If something happens to someone, even across the water with all the things that are going on and right down the street, it affects us too. Habit 2 is to begin with a win-win end in mind. I've added, and you can't win just for yourself. You want the others to win too. But the only reason why that will work successfully is if we begin with the a win-win end in mind. So we have to be proactive first. The very first habit is be proactive, and that's when something is a stimulus, say traffic, and then how we respond to it, and we can be negative responding to it, or we can give some space, put some music on, put Quincy Jones on, put a put a tape in. I don't even know if we have tapes anymore, so I'm really dating myself. But put a CD in and turn the radio on, put your iPod or your iPhone or whatever you play your music on, and just tune into you. And then you don't get tuned into those things that will make you do that. Well, we have to do that with everything. We have to pause. That's what the pause is. No matter what takes us out of our center, we have to pause first. And then habit 2 is begin with the end in mind. And that's letting something bigger be in there instead of something less. So as we're going out here during Thanksgiving month, let's always put Thanksgiving there. That's not easy to do, but if we can remember and forgive ourselves that we didn't put Thanksgiving there and then we put Thanksgiving there, then some greater idea is going to come from it. And then what I read today is put first things first. That's habit 3. Once you decide you're going to put something happy in there or something greater in there, then you work on that. You don't go on the retaliatory place of revenge. Um, Wednesday will mark the 60th anniversary of JFK's assassination. They've been playing a lot of that on TV, and I think I showed you last week the magazine that actually had his wife on it. And one of the things from that story is that that was her first time being out when they went to Dallas because they had just lost a child. And I didn't know that they had lost a child that recently. And I think his name was Patrick, if I remember the documentary well. And he had gone to a breakfast and she decided that she was going to do something different. And she was getting dressed to do that. And when the president was at the luncheon, everybody seemed to be waiting for her. So he actually had to call for her in the room. He actually sent one of the Secret Service agents to see where she was and asked her would she join the breakfast. And when she walked into the breakfast, she got a standing ovation. So that was within 24 hours within her husband being assassinated. So if you can imagine, everybody is going through all kinds of things in their lives. But when I think about the class and the elegance and the courage and the bravery of Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis,
Yes.
it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I think about Mamie Till. I think about Harriet Tubman. I think about Eleanor Roosevelt, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I think about all the women that came before us for us to know how to be women in the world. And I give thanks for the fact that there are gentlemen out there that help us be women in the world because we can't be women without the gentlemen. And that Happy Academy, as we go forward into the new year with counseling and working with teens and foster care work, that we birds of a feather that know this classic, brave, courageous way of living get out there in the world and help to remind us that we have that in us because all we have is the energy of those that have gone before us. So knowing that I'm a 60s baby and that if I could go through desegregation and all the things that we went through during that time, Mavis is saying the same thing that although the 7 Habits wasn't written until 1989, the doctrine of it, the philosophy of it, the ancient wisdom of it was always here. So as we getting ready to go into Thanksgiving, please be grateful. I know everybody's supposed to be working on your mission statement. We only have a couple of weeks left, so I want you to work on living your mission statement during this holiday. And you know, mine is Carpe Diem, so I do it every day. So I'm seizing the day, seizing the moment. And then we know that the Happy Academies is to mission statement is to empower children of all ages to create a life of peace and happiness that leads to a sound mind and body and soul. So with that said, let's just open up our teen book. We'll be using this with our youth in the world that we will be working with. And I look forward to all of you who wants to support that quest. Begin with the end in mind. You may not realize it, but you do it all the time. Beginning with the end in mind, that is, you read a recipe before you bake a cake, you create an outline before you write a paper, and it's a part of life. Let us have a begin with an end in mind experience. And as we think about that, I'm going to keep it simple. Let's think deeply about what we're about to do over the next couple of days. I think a lot of people are going to be cooking and getting ready for all of that. I'm actually just going to have to take potato salad and beans where I'm going. What have you done with your life over the past year? How do you feel inside? How do you feel that you look? Do you feel that you look healthy and feel healthy? And then what are your characteristics? So I want to leave you with that because one of the things I'm working on is a curriculum to use with Birds of a Feather in the school systems that doesn't have the word prayer in there because I don't think we can take the word prayer into the school system. So it'll be more on integrity. I want us to talk about our character because integrity really is around your honesty. And first, are you honest with yourself? Because if you can be honest with yourself, that's self respecting. And that means you can be honest with others. So if we can start with being ethical young, that means keeping your word, and that's all dealing with honesty. We can get some, we can keep this legacy going that we have these incredible people out here that change the world and make a difference. And we knew them and sat by them in the classroom or in our lives. So with that said, have a happy Thanksgiving. Anybody who wants to join us on myhappyacademy.org if you need a little private prayer. And then I'm going to set up time in the new year so we can set up other times during the week that you want to pray or get coached or get counseling. I'm ready to dive back into this world and start to make sure that we get an even exchange. I've been donating this time, and it's time to be reciprocated. So if you can donate to Happy Academy, it will surely help this project to continue. If you've ever gotten 1 ounce of anything out of this time, so we'll see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Be happy. See you in a week. Hey there, girl. Are you cooking?
Boo Boo, I am having my cousin cook me some spaghetti with meat sauce, garlic bread, and tossed salad.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds
Something
really.
different for the holiday. Bruce and
Yeah,
I,
somebody else said the same thing. They're not gonna do that traditional turkey stuff.
yeah, girlfriend,
So you're not gonna do turkey?
not gonna do turkey. Bruce is
Ah.
tired of it, and I am too.
That is too funny. That's happening a lot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
happening a lot. Traditions are changing.
they are. They are.
Yeah, and because life has changed because family members change, people have made their transitions and
That's
left the
right.
planet, and people don't want to remember things the same way they did, especially if they have heartache missing their loved ones, and things like
Yes.
that. And
Yes.
so yeah, it's really really cool. Let me
And I'm gonna tell you, Thanksgiving used to be all about the food.
All right, so as we close this out, Avis and I had our little private time. We're gonna close with 365. That's what we've been doing. I don't think I posted
Yes.
last week, so I'll post it this week. I have confidence in my understanding of law, and we know that's affirmation, that's the power, it's the one source. And from the Talmud, it says, despise no man, deem nothing impossible. Every man has his hour and everything its place.
All right now.
I believe that no matter what the experience through which I am going, good will come out of it. I believe that all poverty will be turned into riches, that all fear will be converted into faith. I believe that good finally will triumph over evil and love will heal all hate.
Mhm.
I believe that I have a silent partnership with the invisible, that this partnership has never been dissolved
Mhm.
and never can be. I believe in the invisible presence of the good in the universe, peopled with perfect and eternal entities. I believe that all things are possible to him who does believe. Knowing that the law of God is a law of love, and knowing that the law of love is a law of liberty, I
Mhm.
see freedom, joy, happiness, peace, and wholeness in everything I look at. I respond to the divine calm, which is at the center of everything,
Yes.
knowing that perfect love casts out all fear. I am strong and confident because I know that the law of good goes with me and prepares the way before me. I have complete confidence in my knowledge and understanding of the law of good. I not only know what is the law, I know how to use it. I know that I shall obtain definite results through the use of it. I realize that doubts about my ability to use the law are things of thought. What thought has produced, a thought can change. I love that one. Knowing this, having confidence in my ability of the use of law and using it daily for specific purposes, gradually I build up an unshakable faith, both in the law and in the possibilities of demonstrating it.
Mm.
There is no doubt in me, no uncertainty rising through me. My mind rejoices in certainty and an assurance, and I confidently expect that my word shall not return to me
To
void.
me void. Yes.
So every eye take for yourself. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe
To
out there.
you
Have fun,
also.
faith, and family and friends and
Yes.
football.
Yes,
Really.
girlfriend. Most
All
definitely.
right. Thank
We'll
you.
see you in a week.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.